Hey everybody, Steven here. So today I just wanted to show you how I'm gonna design my parents' house. So they're thinking about buying a land in Tahiti. So as you can see, this is this green strip here, and I think he wants to buy this lot here. So they already got a survey done. So it's lot number two. Um, and here I already did a concept yesterday. As you can see, this one here, double garage, kitchen, living, dining, and we have like three bedrooms and two separate bathroom. It's just one story level. This is not part of the design. It's just part of my file. So I already have all the objects, and I can just copy and paste just to accelerate the design process. Um, so I guess what I want to talk about first is the layout. My dad was thinking of subdividing the land into three parts and building one house on one lot, and maybe in the future develop the other two, either for sale or rent. But that's what he wanted divided. So initially, that's the idea he came up with, dividing into three, and I think, oops, just trying to get the overall, well, the overall dimension here. It's about 51 meters, and if we, oops, so it's about 70-meter wide, and the length is 33 meters. And I already set up the boundaries, tidies, like building codes or the regulations require 4-meter gap between the building and the boundaries on all sides. So this gives us a building footprint, a possible building footprint of 9.1 width and 25-meter length. So that's possible. So right now each land is 568 square meter. The possible building area is 230. Of course, we're not gonna build all that. I think my dad was looking at a house that's about 120 to 150 square meters. So we can keep the rest for some landscaping. So that was the initial brief that he gave me, and that's one of the design I came up with. Oops, let's go up. So it was kind of like this, where there's a driveway, you enter from here. Let's try this app. So, oops, a bit too big. So you enter from here. So, and then if you want to back down here, there's like the main, oops, Control Shift 2. So there's this driveway. So that's the main road, and this is just a driveway for all the houses here. So I thought I could just use that to reverse. And so, yeah. So you come here. So there's gonna be the driveway here, and I thought that the entry for like people can enter from here. Oops, no, it's the other way actually. People can enter from here, so they'll have to walk all the way back, and then you get access to here. So you do keep the privacy, and on the design you can clearly see there's like this part here is for the private area, bedrooms, and this is like a Publix. But then the only issue with this is that in Tahiti, if you look at the sun path, you would see that the sun's rise on the east and set on the west, and it's clearly nearly straight above the house. So it means that let's draw again. So let's say that's the house, and the sun's going like this. Oh, of course, it's in the middle, but so it will hit here and hit here and hit here. So right now, with that type of design, with the sun coming this way, like the longest facade will be exposed to the morning sun. So there's going to be a lot of heat in the morning, and even when it sets. So that's why usually in the tropical climate for like Tahiti, where you're really close to the equators, you'd like to have the longest facade facing north, so that you minimize the heat gain like on the east and the west. So that's why I decided, well, I'm proposing to my dad that maybe two of the side could be oriented the other way. So like here, so that this side will be smaller and have minimal heat gain, because when you're this face here will never receive like a full sun, because the sun will be above, so it will just be heating the roof. So that's what today I want to do a design for that type of orientation, which I believe it's would be much better to create some like a more passive design, so you wouldn't have to use too much aircon to keep the living area and even the bedroom cool. So I mean, this is already done, so the idea is to just take this and turn it around like that, and so that's pretty much it. Like you would have the driveway here, living, and the bedroom. Of course the bed needs to be reoriented a little bit, but that's the idea. Yeah, so let's start to redo that. I'm just gonna first text the cars here and turn that off. I'm gonna change the background, and this is site. But of course, one thing that I have to mention, and which my dad wasn't really keen on about, is that for the driveway, like that type of design, the driveway would have been here at the front, on all the properties, but on this one you would need one like this, one like that, and then you would need to have a driveway going all the way to the back here to kind of allow the guy to access his house, and then I guess his garage will be oriented differently, and then he'll have space to remove back and go back up. So it means that this side is actually it's gonna be smaller, but then I was telling my dad, anyway, in here you can't build because you need that 4 meter gap. So if you put a driveway, should be okay. And but then I need to draw it so he can understand that's fine. Okay, so let's go. So I've already have like a kind of an idea where I want to put stuff. draw again before. So here we're gonna get the garage. Here's gonna be the living area, and that's gonna be the bed. One thing that my dad wanted is to also apply some idea of feng shui in the design. And if you know a bit about feng shui, I think you have to start with like a rectangle and square and divide everything by 3. Not really an expert to that, but I had a quick video, and it's mostly regarding the position of the bedroom depending on the family members. So if that's north, I think northeast, that's where the oldest people needs to be, so like the parents. And north, oh, so that's northwest. Northeast, that's where like the youngest, so that'll be my brother. And east will be for like the oldest or the middle, so that'd be me. Oh, I think middle is here as well, so I could either put it here or here. So me, it's gonna be here and here. So that's kind of the position that I was aiming for. So if I were to, let's say, just draw a rectangle here, oops, so parents, bro, and me. I was thinking to, instead of having them all next to each other, I could have one room here, one room there, and maybe leave a gap here, like some type of little courtyard, so I could get some cross ventilation coming, and then I'll have my room there as well. And I think I would need some toilets. I think the parents will have like their own ensuite and all walk-in wardrobes, and there's a shared bathroom for the 2 bedrooms. So I guess this one will have his bathroom included here, and maybe I'll have like a shared bathroom at the back. What I was aiming with this design is to maybe have like the walkways maybe feel like they're part of the outside instead of something that's contained. So I could open up some of them to the exterior to get some ventilation going, and like some sliding windows or doors that you could open during the day or close at night. And I was thinking that maybe we could enter from here, so that's where people enter, and then you would kind of have the kitchen here. So the kitchen would be next to the garage, so I guess like when people come in, they can go to the kitchen if there's some groceries to drop, or they could just and then when they enter from here, they can have access to the lounge and the living area. So it's gonna be like this, and the garage like that. I guess I do want to have that feeling of each space being like a separate building, just so to allow for proper cross ventilation. Okay, let's just start to do it in ArchiCAD and see what it looks like, and if we have the space to actually do what I want to do. I'm just gonna delete that and gonna go back to this. So the garage is gonna be around here, and I'm gonna take some of the elements here for the living room. And so I like to kind of use the furniture to give me a sense of scale of what I would need. So that's good to have that ready made. And so kitchen's gonna be around here. And I think I'll have a bathroom as well. It's gonna be around there. And let's get some beds. So there's gonna be one here, and one here. So maybe this one's gonna be closer to here. And I think I'm just gonna plot some courtyards area, so that like this space here is gonna be open, and maybe I'm gonna have one between those two as well. And I was thinking maybe, so actually now the house is quite spread out. Like I was saying that I didn't want to build the whole surface, but I guess with this type of design I will have to. So we get this. I need to put a dining table somewhere. And dining table maybe around here. Maybe this can be smaller. I'd like to have like one living area where you can watch the TV. Maybe here, and another one where it's more like just like a lounge type, like what I had here. So I'm just gonna quickly redo something like that. I'm just gonna object, let's go to chair, and I think I had something. Which chair can I use? I mean, I'm just gonna use that for now. And I'm just gonna rotate that 45 degrees. It's gonna be here. I'm gonna add a table, coffee table, something around, and I'm just gonna rotate that. Rotate, distribute, let's say 4, and get the center. And I'm just gonna delete the extra one. They feel a bit far away, but it's alright for now. And here we go. So we kind of have like a lounge. Maybe make it smaller, so people can discuss. Or maybe I should make it bigger. It looks nicer. Okay, so just to give us a sense of scale of where we're gonna place our walls and the directions of things. Like if we go drawings, like I would want those. So I kind of like have a tree or something here, tree here. I'll have a tree here, because I kind of want to use the nature as a way to create views within the house and the site itself, and there'll be point of ventilations. So this guy, maybe I can have some views to here, so I'll have a window here. Here I guess you would have views to there, and here as well. Oh, this one's got a view here. This one mainly view there, and maybe the bathroom also can have views to the outside, and here view here and maybe this way, and the living and lounge could have view there and there, and this one I think you can view like this, because I guess I have some type of TV here, and so there'd be like a wall there and a wall there, so I can have the TV here so everybody can watch, but then you can still have a window to look outside. And yeah, okay, and delete that. Oops, Control 7. Now let's just place some walls. I think I'll just use 90. And maybe you can just use some square. So let's do 6.4 and maybe 7 meters. So that's quite big. I'm gonna put a garage door right in the middle, and wrong way. Oops, I can't flip it for some reason. Yep, and just gonna increase that, let's say 4.8. So normally those two, put it in the middle. I mean, right now the dimension is not really that accurate. I'll tweak it later. It's just to see the relationship between all the spaces, and I'm just giving some rooms to put some storage, and then things can move around again. So this one is going to be like the driveway. Because I have the driveway here, I could have turned that around, but that's it's not really an issue right now. But I do feel it's better coming this way, because if you were to turn here, I might have to push the garage a bit further to the right, and I don't want to do that right now. So now I'm just gonna create a path. I'm just gonna maybe 1.2. It's gonna go all the way to the other side, and we're gonna give that maybe, I think that's the biggest part. So how big was that? 8. So maybe let's just do 10 meters. And maybe not. Let's go 1.5. Then this. Actually, I just want to give more of that here. So this is going to be for the bedroom. I'm sure there's plenty of space. And I'm just going to have single wall. Flip that. And here. Okay, I think here I'll have like a wall, maybe 4 meters, should be fine. Oh, and then here I'll have like a path. Oops, is it 1.2? Oops, 1.2. Let's try to put some doors, some normal doors, like this one. Not really that important now, like the sizing. So I get out of the door to come out from the garage. So I think every house, I mean every building will have their own access. So well, except for the living and the bedroom, I guess there should be only one entry, which is here. And here you'll have the kitchen. And maybe you have the dining here. Let's move that bed around. Oops, maybe I'm gonna delete that so I can select everything. And then we're gonna move here. And maybe it's just 4.5, or maybe I think there should be enough for, I can push it this way anyway. Let's see, where can we do with the so if I were to leave a gap 1.2, doesn't leave much room, because I really wanted to have that courtyard here in the middle between those two rooms. Maybe first I'll do this room in the corner, and let's say 3 meters, and maybe a width of what, 4 meters should be enough for room. Right. For 3 meters. And so with that type, we would have this type of orientation, I guess. 700. So I guess you would enter from something here. And then you would have viewed that side. So maybe if we keep that continuous, or maybe we can either keep everything in line like this, and so maybe this one like that, and then I'll have a room there. So maybe this doesn't need to be as big. 615, and I'll take that, and I'm gonna make a copy and bring it to the other side. So that could be the parents' bedroom, and here we could have so maybe it doesn't need to be as big. Maybe that's enough. Should be square. And let's just make another one. I should have just grouped that so I can easily make a copy. Maybe this one I'm going to turn it this way, and maybe shift a little bit. And the toilets, let's see what we can do with that. Just gonna change the I think the toilet, I'd like to do something where the shower is connected to the outside. So where's the shower? Thing I like to do. Try to connect this. And yeah, something that's also close by the living, so that's the one that everybody will use. Something like that. And I want to change this one, because this one, the orientation, maybe I can turn it like this. And maybe this lounge doesn't need to be as big. Maybe I can push that up. This one's pushed up, and I push up here, make that smaller, and then maybe they can have the toilet as well around somewhere around there, so that they can give to the outside here. And I guess it will be small. I'll have to redesign it and maybe make this a bit smaller here, so I get more room for that. Oops. So yeah, maybe this one will be thinner. But then I want to have people view here, and then I don't want them to see people showering. Okay. What else do I have to think about? So this is the shared bathroom for everybody, for those two rooms and the guest. And well, at the moment, well, I live in New Zealand, so my parents and my brother are the only one living in Tahiti. So my room, the one that's here, wouldn't be used as much. So I guess it could be used as a desk area or something. So I guess just leave the room simple. Don't really need to set up wardrobe and stuff like that. What else do we need? I think we need a place for what I have. Some storage, laundry, lobby space. I guess I wouldn't need that lobby space anymore, because I could use that corridor. Maybe if I can just make it a bit wider, let's say 500, and make this like the lobby area, and then enter here. So I could maybe have a window here and some paintings or whatever, and let's try to do that. And so that's where people can enter, or if I come from this way, they'll enter here. Yeah. I think what would be cool is actually if I have that divided here, this is gonna be like a shared driveway, of course. But then I will be able to use that space here. So if I were to add maybe like another concrete pad there, so that maybe my guests can come and park here. Yeah, I guess then I will need to have some type of easement coming here as well, so like my the guests can reverse back here. And yeah, I guess it's also be good to park the third car. I think my parents are having like a van, so that's a place it could be, and place maybe we can wash the cars. And maybe if we push that down a bit further, if we have some guests, they can park maybe at the front here. So let's just push that down maybe. Maybe let's give 6 meters. Ooh, that's pushing quite far down. Maybe not that far. 1,000. And oh, it's like bang in the middle. Maybe 1,000 here. Oops. I just don't like it because it's too symmetrical. So maybe, or maybe some part here is gonna have to move down or up. Okay, let's just move 500. So here I've got a more of a driveway, and other people can just park here. Yeah. I also have to think about the type of gate that I will have, because if I have like the rolling one that's rolling on the side, obviously it's not gonna work with the entry having here. So yep, I'll have to think about that, because if I just move it this way to the left here, it's gonna block here. Or I can just use another type of gate. Or maybe you can just roll here anyway, because I mean if the gate is open, people would enter from that side anyway, not from the gate. So I guess it should be fine. Okay. I think what also could be cool here is to like have an open deck, maybe on both sides. So right now, maybe we can have this here in between the kitchen, another like some type of courtyard here next to the dining, and then I can have some type of decking. Where's the planks? Here. We can have like a decking coming here. I also had this idea of well, I was thinking about the materials that we're gonna use for the house, and one thing that I wanted to use is maybe wood in the interior area. So this is gonna be wood. And I'm just gonna change that to a light one. And this as well. And this bedroom. So I'm just pressing the space bar to activate the magic wand so I can just fill the room quickly. And so maybe this one we're gonna leave a gap. Maybe we're going to open that. So I mean this room will need to be redone, of course. It's just to get this concept going. And maybe the exterior, everything that's like here, outside the building. And if you just hear the strange noise, that's my dog. Little Taro. Oops. So many people will come through here to access the toilet, I guess. And keep going. And this would be like some type of stone, just to make you feel like you do in the exterior. I don't think I have the proper patterns, but this kind of will do. And this was it's gonna be applied to here as well. And maybe this can actually be smaller. The garage is quite wide already. Maybe this can 1 meter. And this stone can come here. And actually I could get the stones to go within the house so I can bring the outside in. I think that's a common concept in architecture, bringing nature inside. Okay. So we got this room here. Maybe I'll have to move that a bit so it's not like straight line. Oops, something like that. Or maybe I want a straight line, I don't know. I do want to have that space a bit bigger. Maybe like this. Maybe the lounge could be here instead, and the dining there. Yeah. Maybe this make a bit smaller. This a little bit smaller. And then maybe we could have some type of outdoor area, either a deck, so extending this beyond, so taking the inside out. And well, maybe not the one at the back. Well, maybe I'll have like some type of walkways that's connecting the house. So if I have walkways and connecting the sides, because of course I don't want the sun to hit directly the building. So maybe this one should be pushed in a little bit as well, and not right at the edge. Oops. So this one could be stone. Or maybe all those ones are actually stone here and stone there, and then I have the decking on top, so I can have the decking here, and well, this person could have a deck here as well. Of course I'll change directions for this. Oops. And have this one extended. Maybe not that far. Oops, too small. And this one as well. This needs to be below. And but this room is quite small. I guess I'll have to maybe shift. Oops. Shift this. I'm selecting other stuff, and maybe make this one a bit smaller, so that's nearly, I'm gonna shift that too. Let's see, 1.5, maybe 500. And let's make the garage a bit smaller. And maybe this one 1.2. I wonder if you even need to have a wall here. I don't think you probably need a door there. Well, just some ideas. And this is gonna be moved. nearly reaching the 1 hour mark. And yeah, I'm just trying to see if the scales are okay. Anyway, I think I'll have another video later. About I mean, doing everything to the correct size. And this needs to be pushed closer to here. And this, I'm just gonna delete that. This is gonna be here. This is gonna be bigger. There's a path there. And yeah, because I really want to have a courtyard here, but then I also want to give them some type of decking, but that's not connected to here, so they can keep their privacy. But then again, it's their house. I guess there wouldn't be that many people. This could be connected like that. Or maybe I'll have to make this room smaller. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. This afternoon I'll come back and start to clean up stuff. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, of course, just leave some comments. It wasn't really a how to use ArchiCAD video, but just my process of how I design stuff and how I sketch concepts in ArchiCAD. See you. Thanks.